Okay, for all of you who are pregnant or know someone who's pregnant and is trying to figure out what do I get, tired of doing the research, we've taken the guesswork out of it for you, and we've come up with Everything But the Baby, which is an essential first year of all the things that you may think of, may not think of, but you're certainly gonna love and appreciate. So we'll start with bringing a baby home from the hospital. We have the 2-stage Seatsaver. It's a product that we actually invented in 1980. I was the first kid on the box. But it is a tried and tested product. It's the product that all of the car enthusiasts in the chat rooms talk about because it actually does save your upholstery from the depression damage caused by the car seats that are cinched down so tightly, from the spills, which are inevitable with kids, with scuff marks, muddy boots, what have you. You put this in under the car seat and it protects the base of it as well as the back of it. Ours has a 2-stage option, so you can use the base alone with the rear facing. You can add the back portion when they're front facing, or also add the back portion when they're rear facing, fold it down, and then it protects them once their feet start kicking the back of the chair. So it really is, we say that your car protects your kid, this protects your car. After 8 years, when you pull your last child's seat out of the booster, your upholstery is still going to be intact, and it's going to be, wow, that's amazing. In connection with that, we have the baby child view mirror. So you attach that to the backrest when your baby's rear facing, and it allows you, while you're driving, to look at them from your rear view mirror and see them from their child view mirror. So it gives you a little peace of mind when, it's unfortunate that we can't see our babies when we're driving, but at least you can check on them with the rear view mirror. It's not one of those fun carnival mirrors. It actually gives you a nice reflection back of your baby so you can see it. Then we're moving to bringing baby home, and we all know that diapers happen, lots of them. And this makes it much easier. So you've got your newborn. Newborns, we actually wake up in the middle of the night and change their diaper. And we do that for a while. So while you're doing that, whether it's before naps or in the middle of the night for those sleepy nighttime changes, the Illumipad is an awesome product. It's a super cushiony changing pad. It's got the high contour walls. It's got a super soft, luxurious cover that's machine washable and dryable. And as you see here, it has a silicone shield, which actually protects the light that's inside of here. So the light fits within the pad itself, and then when your baby's laying on it, say at 3 a.m., the light, which I can just tap on here, illuminates the baby's bottom, but the light doesn't actually reach their eyes. So it allows you to change them while they still either stay asleep or they can fall back to sleep much easier without a big shot of light or an overhead light, or a lot of parents who've told us that they hold the iPhone light in their mouth and then sometimes have even dropped it on their baby and woken up the whole house. So this solves all of those problems. The light itself has a timer, so you can set it for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, after which it'll turn off on its own, so you can use it as a night light, to put your baby back to sleep and still be able to see around the nursery, and then it shuts off by itself, or you can tap on, tap off. I like to use the nightlight feature when I was changing newborns. Now I'm not, but we still use it as our changing pad because it works, and it's going to work great for newborns and great for until they're out of diapers. Speaking of diapers, you have a lot of them. They smell, especially when they start eating solid foods. My twister will make sure that you never smell a dirty diaper once you throw it in the pail. That can't be said of a lot of the diaper pails out there that are smoke and mirrors when it comes to odor, because it doesn't actually do anything about the smell. We've solved that problem 100%, and we have tested this product with shrimp tails, with fish bait, which smells awful, with all kinds of gross, only poopy diapers. We've let them kind of marinate for months in a very hot office without turning on the AC for 3 months. By the end of it, we had a terrarium with poop bugs, which was super disgusting, but not an ounce of odor. I mean, none whatsoever. So I can't speak highly enough about our My Twister. You can also customize it to match your nursery. So that's kind of a cool thing, because in your nursery you work so hard to make it look cute, and then you put a big old hunk of plastic in the corner. Well, you can take fabric, you can take wallpaper, you can take paper and decorate, with your older children, whatever you want to do to decorate this, to customize it to your nursery, and you can make it blend and make it look cute. With this bundle, you get a year's supply of everything. So bags, you get five bags. It comes with 2. That's 52 weeks of bags if you change your bag every week. With newborn diapers, you roll them, and you're going to go a week and a half. And that's changing every diaper at home. So it's up to you who's rolling and how tightly and how many diapers you're changing at home, but you've got more than enough bags for a year in this pack. When it comes to diaper changes, you want to make sure that you're getting the most hygienic and the most comfortable wipe for your baby, and that's a warm wipe. Believe it or not, I love this wipe swimmer. It's the Evo wipe swimmer. It's the one that I use. It's the warmest wipe swimmer on the market. We actually produced the warmest wipe swimmers. We created the very first appliance style wipe swimmer back in the early 90s. And we still, I think, do it better than anyone. We have a patented system that ensures that every wipe maintains its moisture, doesn't brown, doesn't dry out, and it remains fresh down to the last wipe. And that's done with our Everfresh replacement system, which is a patented system. It irrigates the wipes and kind of creates the water cycle within the wipe swimmer itself. But why I love warm wipes is because people think about, oh yeah, it's nice and warm, but I don't want them to cry if I use a cold wipe on them. Well, you know what? It's more than just a comfort thing. When we wash our faces at night, we use warm water, and we don't really think about it, but yeah, it feels good. But we also know that in order to get the makeup or the dirt and bacteria from the day off of our faces, we have to use warm water to open our pores. When we open our pores, then we can get a more effective clean. It's the same thing with a dirty diaper. When a diaper is dirty, it's warm, and those pores are open. If you just wipe it with a cold wipe, you're going to cause all those pores to close, trapping the bacteria that's inside the pores, and that's what causes diaper rash. So really, it's a no-brainer in my mind. Yes, it's comfortable, but it also has a kind of a more effective clean aspect to it, which a lot of people don't think about. So we've always loved it. We've always used them, and my babies, in fact, when they can actually speak, they say thank you, Papa, because Papa created the wipe swimmer. But when they do get wiped with a cold one, they go, ooh, that's cold, and it makes sense. So that's our wipe swimmer. It fits atop the dresser top Diaper Depot, which we also created to organize the chaos. There's enough chaos with kids as it is, and organizing the chaos is a big thing in our lives. So it's all designed for one-handed changing. It holds about 18 to 20 diapers, large diapers, and all the way down to newborns. You can do it by sizes if you have multiple kids. They have side containers for diaper cream, for lotions, for whatever it may be that you need to store on the side, as well as all of our wipe swimmers fit on the top of our Diaper Depots. So we have a dresser top version that fits on any flat surface. We also have a Diaper Depot that hangs on the side of a changing table and takes up space otherwise unused. All of them are great because you can keep one hand on your baby for safer changing and access everything with one hand. So that's our nursery essentials. I would also throw the Slumber Bear in the nursery essentials, even though you can attach it to car seats, strollers. I used ours when we were diaper changing. You can do it on the side of a crib. But what it does is it plays the womb sounds, which are actual authentic intrauterine womb sounds. So back in 1975, Dr. William Eller came up with this product, and he convinced a woman who was about to have a baby to allow him to insert a microphone and place that microphone 8 millimeters from the unborn baby's ear. And what he did was he recorded the sounds that the baby was hearing right before birth, and then put those sounds on a microchip, and that's what you actually hear on our sound box. So it actually at some point was in the Smithsonian Institute under the Innovation Age, and it is the only universally recognizable sound for babies because that's what they hear for 9 plus or minus months. It's really cool. A lot of sound makers have like lullabies and what have you, which is great, for older children. But when the babies are welcome into this world, it's kind of lights, camera, action. It's kind of a crazy place, and that is so calming because it's what they know. So I've seen babies, where people come up to me, well, we didn't start from birth, will it work for mine? And they bring up a fussy crying baby, and you let them hear the sound box, and it's just like calmed instantly. I've seen it put babies to sleep in seconds, calming fractious babies. We've had people write to us from the NICUs where their babies were fighting for their lives, and they said, we were willing to try anything because things weren't looking good, and we brought a Slumber Bear, and all of a sudden all the levels, he's fine. It's just been amazing. We've couriered bears, replacement bears to people because Mr. Bear got lost or something like that. It also comes with a silky, which is a lovey, and we recommend it's satin and velour, so it's really soft and tactile. But we recommend you sleep with it, you transfer your scent, either mom or dad, and that's for the baby to feel your presence even when you may not be visible. And we all know that baby's sense of smell is much stronger than their eyes in the early days. So that's a real kind of nice bonding tool, as well as the silky blanket that comes with the Slumber Bear. So the sound box, as I said, it can be used attached to car seats, strollers, cribs, what have you, or it can be placed inside of the bear, and the bear with his Velcro paws can be attached to all these things too. But it's an awesome product. And then we move to bath time. Bath time is such a precious time in our household as well as a lot of others. Those first early day baths, like the first ones home from the hospital, can be a little nerve-wracking for folks because the babies get a little slippery and they're so tiny. They may have umbilical cord stuff going on or what have you. But this is an awesome tub. I can't speak highly enough for it. When we were designing it, we didn't want to just add another tub that you use for 6 months and then ends up in a landfill. Because believe it or not, yes, we manufacture plastics, but we try to do it with a conscience. So we use recycled material wherever we can. We design extended use into all of our products. So a lot of these products you see here will last you for multiple children, or can be used and passed to the next generation, whatever it may be. But this was important to us. So we actually have the Tubimal, which has a cute foam face of an animal. This one happens to be the pig. And then it comes with an infant sling. The sling itself is awesome. It makes them feel very secure. It actually cradles them so that they don't have the startle reflex, which causes them to cry oftentimes. But it cradles them, they don't feel vulnerable, they're warm because they're submerged in the water, their head is higher than their bottom, and they love it. I've always had it's like a spa day, they love it. When they outgrow the infant sling, and my son, he was in it until he was 25 pounds. When they outgrow the sling, then they can sit upright in the tub itself, and I have stories where we've had 5-year-olds still sitting in them because they love them. They love them, they feel safe, secure. And what I love as a parent, we're a California corporation, what I love is that we're in drought season pretty much all the time in California, and this tub fills so quickly, which means if I want to run a tub after dinner, I can do it quickly because it fills that fast. If I run a standard tub, it takes a long time, and you're multitasking and trying to figure things out. But the beauty of this is it fills quickly, and then if I were to dump the water out into a standard tub, it's only 1 inch of water, as opposed to what you have to fill a standard tub in order to bathe your child. So the water saving and the efficiency is so awesome. And then when it comes to draining the tub, we actually have a drain that's on the back of the tub, which makes so much sense because a lot of the other tubs have drains on the bottom of the tub, which makes no sense because it's impossible to pull that drain when you have it full of water. So we love this tub for so many reasons. When you're finished using it as a tub, it comes with a lid so it can become a storage bin. And that's what keeps this guy out of landfill, because we all know as parents that there's tons of stuff that comes with kids and you need storage. So this one can be slid under a bed, holding extra clothes that they haven't grown into yet, clothes that you need to pass down to someone else, toys, whatever it may be. You can stack them up in the playroom. They come with the lids that nest with the feet. They're just super cute. So love this tub, can't speak highly enough for it, and it makes bathing awesome. Then you wrap them up in the Tubimal towel that matches. This is the little pig. It has a little hoodie, so they look so cute, and they smell so good after a tub. It's just awesome, precious bonding time. And what I also love is the reason why this Epi 2 is here, it's a 2-step step stool, is because I sit on it when I'm bathing my babies, and it allows me to actually enjoy tub time comfortably. And even when I'm not using the tub, we have the infant bath support, which can be used for sink baths. It can be used in a shower, just putting it on the floor if you want to lay your baby down and bathe them because you don't happen to have the Tubimal with you, or it can be used inside the Tubimal itself. It can be used in a standard bathtub to give them some place to be cushioned and non-slip. It's really high utility if you're traveling to an Airbnb or somewhere that you want to be and you aren't quite sure about the accommodations or grandma's house or whatever. It's an awesome thing to take with you, and you just wring it out. A lot of the water drips out, but it's thick enough actually to retain the warm water so that when you put your baby on it, what I do is I I put the water on the foam insert itself, and it actually absorbs all the warm water, and then I lay the baby on it, and at this age I now sit them on it, and it's warm around them, so it's not like they're sitting on a dry pad or a cold pad. They're surrounded in warm water. So it's super awesome, and I can use that uppy too, whether with the bath support or the Tubimal itself. And uppy too, in the spirit of longevity, it can then be used for when you have toddlers and they're learning to potty train, or they're wanting to wash their hands and you're teaching them good hygiene. They can step up with that. It can be used in the pantry, in the kitchen, or wherever. One thing about this product that I really, we designed, love in the details of all our products, and what we were seeing on the marketplace was a lot of people were maxing out at the single step height. And what they were doing for a 2-step stool was doing a little stutter step here that maxed out at this height. What we did was we created a single step stool height, and then we added a bump up to a double. And so that allows the 3-year-olds to reach a lot more than they can with a lot of other step stools on the market. And then we made it, aesthetically pleasing, because that's important to us too, is there's so much stuff that comes with kids in your house, and you end up, even if you're the type of parent who's like, I don't want any plastic toys, I don't want any, electronic toys, blah, blah, blah. You end up with it, because a lot of people, once they know you're having a baby, you get given it, and it's very nice, but we try to do things beautifully, simply, because there's enough noise and chaos in the house that comes with kids. So this is the everything but the baby selection that we've made for all of you moms, or all of you gift givers out there, uncles, aunts, to-be, grandparents, what have you. Takes the guesswork out, and it's super awesome. We showed you the pig. There's also an elephant, and there's a sheep. There's also a dog and a hippo. The hooded towels match the little tubs, and it's just an awesome set. So there are also a couple other bundles with different price points and different selections inside, but the everything but the baby really does take care of that first year, so you don't have to worry about anything, just loving your baby. So congratulations, whether it's yours or someone else's, and enjoy.